Hello everyone, and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I think this is going to be a big milestone for our republic, because in this episode we will discover the location of most of the resource deposits and we will start building our way towards those. The location of the very important oil deposit is right here. You might be able to make out the location of our starter town right there in the background at the foot of that hill. And yeah, that means basically we will have a long way to go before we can actually reach this place. Unfortunately, that oil deposit is on top of a hill, which means that instead of going downhill with the railroad that we have been doing until now, we will have to go up. And well, I think we can do this on the side of this mountain, which might make it nice and scenic. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alright then, let's get started. So, first things first, let's set things in motion. And well, I think the demographic crisis has been averted. I think from now on we should be okay. If nothing, unforeseen happens, for example a big earthquake or something like that. Anyways, I think I have noticed that yes, this guy doesn't really get the road cranes and it is high priority, so it should get, well, first dibs on the road cranes, which means that this must be, let me see, seriously, just barely out of range. Okay, let's fix that real quick. So 3.5 kilometers, and I will summon 2 road cranes because I believe 2 of them can fit in here. So you come home and you come home, and now they should head to the grain storage. Yeah, grain storage 2, and you, no, not there. There we go, grain storage 2. Okay, so this one should be built fairly quickly now. In fact, I think it should be built pretty much in a couple of minutes. And before we proceed, I would like to make sure that, you know what, yes, I will set this one to be the highest priority available. I really want to get started on making some money, because we are a little bit on the edge in terms of finances. And here, yeah, here is fine. I will keep this one as our primary education system for the time being. As soon as we can see the location of the different resources, I will set this one back to the normal schedule. Okay then, so the research is on the way. What I had in mind is that maybe we should build an extra storage around here, specifically for the bread, because this 25 tons is basically nothing, and I would feel a lot better if we had some extra storage for the bread, because right now the actual export is very, very far away. So by the time they get here, maybe most of it was taken away. So yeah, I think I will build some extra storage. So we do have the cranes are on station. I will wait until the roads are clear, and then I will, although I don't want to pause this construction, and that is the main source of traffic right now. Yeah, all the buses are coming in. I'm not complaining, but still I would like it to be clear so I can get rid of the roads and put in that extra warehouse, because we need a clean slate for this. Still, buses are keeping coming. Okay, fine. I will pause it for a second. I don't like it, but it's better that way. Stop. And as I said, I will get rid of the roads. And there we go. That's fine. Good. And can I get rid of this node? Yes, I can. Fine. And now about that warehouse. Let's take a look. This one, the default, it's a little bit too big, and yeah, that a rail connection would be nice, but I don't think I can squeeze it in here. So yeah, don't build this one. What about this? I think this might fit just barely, but no, something smaller is going to be fine for this one. Let me see, 200 tons of food. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, we just need to leave enough space for the road connections and we should be okay. I think, yeah, that will do. Place without any connections, and I will just need this one. So there we go. And now we can put in the roads. You know what? First, I will put down the dirt connections, and I might upgrade this to gravel later, but that would disrupt the deliveries as well, so might not want to do that. I guess we'll see later. Anyways, let's try to lay out these roads a little bit nicer this time around. So there, I think this one can come down straight away. Something like this. Curve into this one. There. There. And now, I suppose this one is a little bit too tight. Let me just check. Yes, we cannot fit in this road here. There's simply no way. Not the end of the world. I suppose we can just have a dead end like this. Can I make it this way? Maybe this should be okay. Okay, you connect up there and you connect up. Well, what if we put this one curved like this, get rid of this road and delete this node? Yeah, I think it will do. Okay, so everything should be hooked up now, even this one. And yeah, okay, this one is back on track. In fact, can you guys please make your way back here? Just teleport home. And this one is fine, but this one isn't. Can you please go to the grain storage? Thank you. Okay, and this one, yeah, this one is high priority as well. Okay then, let's just make sure everyone is on the same page. Yes. And the research is finished just in time. Good. Okay, you. Can you please take care of this one next? Very, very high priority. Thank you. Okay then. So this one is now fine. What else? Yeah, I think it's okay. So we do have these roads going down into the valley and this railroad. In the last episode, I made a small mistake where I started leveling the building leveling down here, but I was a little bit too hasty and I moved the cursor up the hill a little bit too fast, and we only have, this shallow of a valley. I would like it to be a little bit bigger. But I don't really want to bring the... Although, I suppose we can use this road now. Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's do that. Let's just build it. How far is the range of the construction vehicles? Let me check. Although, wait, I think that's a little bit inconsistent, so I see no point measuring. Let's just build it. So yeah, a construction. I suppose we can build it here. That should do it. Yeah, it's only... Oh, wait, we are using one. Didn't I delete the old one? Wait, where is... Oh, there you are. Okay, I didn't delete this one. Get rid of it. And I will get rid of the roads as well. And we are just going to use the one... where is it? There you are. We will just use the one coming down the mountainside. Construction finished. Good. I will keep this one open because I want to take care of the distribution, but first get rid of all these roads and set the vehicles in motion. There we go. Okay, so let's just use this one. It's a little bit faster this way. So construction, and as I've said, I would like it to be a little bit at the end of this rail line so we can continue it later on. You can go there. And construction, research is finished, and that is, yeah, the fire prevention. The next one I think is going to be residential buildings. Yeah, I think it's important, but only 8 It's going to be fine. So let's hook this up to the rest of the road network. That will do. And let's just bring out the usual, except now I think I will bring out 2 bulldozers as well, because as we have established, they will come in handy. So 2 bulldozers, this one as well, and 2 excavators. No, you don't have enough fuel. You are just fine. And you as well. Okay, let's bring out these 4. So they should be coming in right now. Good. So about this one, right? I want this to be the primary source of crops for the surrounding area. So first things first, you. Thankfully, I left 1 slot open in the assignment, so we can do this. And this one should be the primary source of drop-offs. So this is going to be the top of the list. Correct, and don't load, just unload. 100%, good. Okay, this should be fine, and you can inherit this one, good. So they are the same now. So that is the local filling for this one. Now, this one, this is the export, we need this one. You guys assign this and have it on the top of the list, or at least on top of the other grain storage. Confirm and treat this as the pickup for grain. Exactly. So first empty out this one, then this one as the secondary, and as a last resort you can go to the customs house to buy more if you have to. That's fine. And basically this one has a rail connection, so if we have some leftover we can move it around the Republic if we have to, but for local this is where we are going to pick up the grains first. So there we go. Obviously, yeah, all the crops have already frozen, so we cannot pick up any more, but next season we are going to be okay. Okay then, how is the research? 40%. Well, I was kind of hoping for a little bit better, but yeah, that will do. Well, I suppose in the meantime we can do a little bit more decorating. We can fill a couple of holes, for example. We do have some here, that's fine. I believe I did see a spot, yeah, this one. This one I missed. So yeah, you know what, while we are researching I will fill up a couple of holes around the town. And finally, research is finished. Okay, I think the... okay, so originally I was trying to go for a radio, but I don't think that's going to be a big impact for loyalty, especially this early on. So yeah, I think I will give this one a bit of a pass for the time being. What else can we build? Oh, sorry, research. I think the most logical is going to be fuel processing. If we are going to go for oil, then yeah, this would make the most sense. So yeah, this one, but is going to be a very long while before we can actually do this. So I think 9 professors is going to be enough. Okay then, how are you doing by the way? You are fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Open the map. make it a bit bigger, and let's go down the list. By the way, this was a roller. Okay, so coal. Ooh, we have a deposit right here next to the town, basically, just behind the farm fields. Okay, that is pretty great. We don't have to go too far. And we have one here and one here. What about iron? Okay, we have one not too far away. Yeah, it is right in between these two coal deposits, so I suppose we can set up a steel foundry maybe here next to this border crossing or around here. I am leaning towards this one right now because it is next to the border, so we can sell the steel quite easily. And I suppose we can set up a small town for mining and steel processing as well, so it should be relatively easy. Yeah, they are right here, so we can even do this with conveyor belts if we have to. Okay then, now here's the big one, oil. Let's take a look. Ah, only a single deposit, but it is big. That's great, but not exactly, well, looks a bit patchy. Plus we have the railroad already here, so that's pretty great as well. Please don't stop production now. Please don't do this. Let's take a look. Okay, here comes the workforce. I really don't like that this place is so busy. Maybe I should try to limit bus traffic only for this road, and everyone else can use this road. That would be kind of better, I think. Well, anyways, crisis averted, so that's fine. So, we do have oil here, right? Here. Okay then. Well, in that case, yeah, that is on top of this hill. And right now this railroad is going down into the valley. We need to find a way up. And yeah, let me tell you, I will not build a railroad cutting through this slope. That is way too steep. Well, I think we can maybe make a scenic mountainside railroad coming up this, well, mountainside. I think that would be kind of nice. Maybe... yeah, maybe we can start it right next to this bridge. And we can go all the way up. Yeah, I think we can do this. Okay, first things first, let's take care of this one. The guys should be on station. Yes, they are. Okay. Well, first things first, let's take care of this. As I've said, I don't think this valley is as deep as I would like it to be. So, first things first, I will get rid of this. Thank you. And let's just use a depot as the leveler. And let's go this deep down. Okay, I think this valley is a little bit, well, more believable now. So let's just build the bridge across it as we did before. I believe it was this one. So let's just put these guys back. Good. And I will just quickly smooth it out so it looks, you know, less artificial. Yeah, I suppose we can say that maybe there was a landslide not too long ago and we had to build a bridge across it. Yeah, I think it will be fine. Plus, once we put more trees around it, it will be perfect. Okay, so I think I will start the way up the mountainside here. Now, how far do we need to go? So I believe it is around here, right? Let's just take a look. Yeah, right here. I suppose if we go up to this contour line, we should be okay. In fact, I will place down... Okay, first let's make the snow go away, thank you. So, I think I will aim for this contour line. In fact, I will quickly go ahead. Can I reach the spot here from the construction? Yes, I can, okay. Let's just place down a nice pair of tracks on this level ground. There, and this is going to be the target for the ramp. Ooh, that's going to be a long one. Okay, first things first. I think I will branch off right here. So, I would like it to be relatively level, so once again, level it out. Good, and obviously we need this to be accessible from both directions. So first let's put in the this side of the junction there, and then first let's make it a little bit longer. That will do, and let's just have a bit of extra track going this way without any turns there, and let's hook up maybe here. Nice gentle curve going down. And will this work? Yes, it will. Perfect. Okay. So this is the start of the ramp. Now the question is, how long is this going to be? First, let's take out the measuring stick or the measuring tape. Delete all, that's fine. So we are going to have the railroad going along this mountainside. So basically something along these lines, and that is going to be let's just say 3 kilometers, so 3,000 meters. Okay, the question now is, how many contour lines do we need to go through? So this is a start. Right here. So how many contour lines is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's say 13. 3 kilometers, 13. Let me just take out the calculator. So 3,000 meters and divided by 13, that is 230 meters each. Okay then, I think we can do this. Basically what we need to do is we start here and then we measure out from this spot 230 meters to the next contour line. So let's say somewhere around here. And here what we need to do is basically create a small shelf for another piece of track to rest, and then I will hook those together. So this and this, almost. Let's just make them nice and this parallel and the same length. And I will quickly go around and create these kinds of waypoints for this construction. So yeah, give me a second please. Okay, I missed the mark a little bit, but I think I can work with this. So yeah, we have a nice set of waypoints leading up to the plateau. Okay, we can get rid of this one. Goodbye. And all we need to do now is basically hook these together the usual way and basically, you know, start on the corner of this one, go to the corner of this one, level out the terrain. And there we go. And then do the same on the other side. Well, if we can. It's a bit finicky. But you get the idea. The usual leveling tactic that we have used to create nice even ramps. Oh geez, that doesn't look good. Yeah, that looks better already. Okay, then we can get rid of these two. And we can go for this one. I think you get the idea. So yeah, I think I will just go for a time lapse on this one. Okay, I think this one looks pretty alright. Let's just take a look at it from the side, and yeah, I think it looks pretty much level, which is, well, almost exactly what I was aiming for. This section looks a little bit steep, but I think it should be acceptable. Yeah, I think it will be fine. Okay, any curves that I want to get rid of. Maybe I want to get straighten this place out. So first things first, there and between this one. So we can get rid of this one, and let's just make this curve a bit nicer. Yeah, I think this one looks alright, and yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Let's finalize, and as usual, get rid of all the nodes because, well, I don't like them. It's nothing, you know, game-breaking or mechanics-based, it's just some hang-up of mine, so there we go. Okay, so we now have a way up the hill. You know what? I think I will get rid of this stub. This was just something to aim for. Now, about the actual oil extraction. First things first, fire extinguished, that's fine. And there we go. Okay, how is research doing, by the way? Ooh, 57% already. We don't really need this one this fast. 4 people can be fine. And you guys... yeah, you are fine. Yeah, while I was building, we did finish the... I believe the residential fire safety, and now we are doing the civil infrastructure fire safety. So there is that. Oh, and this one is finished. Can you guys please finish this one as fast as possible and let me know when you are done, and then we will sort out the deliveries for this place. By the way, we only want to have food from here, so all the storage space is dedicated to food. Okay then, so about this oil extraction. Oh geez. Let's take a look. So, pump jack. Yeah, I was afraid of this. It is very, very patchy. Okay then. I really wish there was a big, resource overlay that we could take a look at, because I would like to place the rail station in a place where it's not going to be in the way. I suppose maybe you can find a relatively sparse patch. Maybe there. Yeah, I think around here maybe. There, I think I will put the oil station here. This should give us plenty of ramp for the railroad, so yeah, this looks like the best place for it. So let's just double check. Or maybe here as well. Let's just go for this one. Okay, I will place an area marker right here, there, so I know what to aim for. And I suspect we are way out of range for the road construction crew, so these guys should be way out of range. Yeah, nowhere near. I would like to create a relatively decent railroad station for this one. Maybe a little bit closer. You know what? Might as well check how far is the actual reach. There. We can reach this far. Might as well mark it out like this. And I will pause the game so we don't lose this, disturbed terrain. There we go. Also, maybe I should be using smoothing for this. So, if we want to build this station here, are we in range of the deposit? Yeah, we are basically right in the middle. What if I try to build a station here? Let me see. Yeah, this looks like pretty much the bank on middle of the deposit. How is the deposit around here? So, oil extraction. Maybe I can do the station here. Any better place for it? Preferably inside the circle. No, I think this would be the best place for it. There is very little oil in this general area, so you know what, yeah, let's just move these guys a little bit closer. So all we need to do is basically, come a bit closer. I think I will put it here. That's going to be plenty close enough. You guys, you start heading home. There. And as soon as you are out of the office, I will demolish it and move it a little bit closer. So all of you off and move this one. That should do it. So you guys turn around when you can. Maybe I can incentivize them a little bit. Can you please turn around here? Thank you. Good. Okay, that shouldn't take too long now. And once they arrive, I will start, building the station. Also, yeah, we are starting to run out of money. Can we please take out another loan? I think I will try to wait until we can do the 900,000. Although I will not lose any sleep over if we cannot. It's fine. I will do it after we are done here. The game is paused, so we are not going to incur any more loans. So, where was it? I believe here somewhere, right? So it is the middle of the deposit, right? Yes, we are looking right at the middle. And if we take a look at the actual deposit, it is right here. Yeah, very little oil just under this place, so I think I will build a station here. So first let's create a nice level area for it. And I would like this to be a relatively big station because, well, this is the only place that we can do oil extraction on this map apparently. Well, I don't like it, but you know what? A bit of extra challenge. So there we go. So, yeah, I think we can easily do this ramp. That's going to be fine. So we are looking for liquids and a train station for... this looks like a little bit too small. What about this one? A bit better. What about the last one? No way. Way too small. Let's go for this one. So let's double check the exact location where we should be building this, which is right here. So this should go, might as well snap it to the grid and there. Okay then. And this is ramp up, or yeah, it's a ramp up. Okay, so basically this is the top of a small hill, apparently. So from here on, we need to go down as well. Just FYI. In fact, I think I will extend this a little bit further. Okay, you go away. I want this to be as nice as possible. So, there we go. Okay, and we can put it back. So this should be fine, right? Let's double check with the deposit, and yeah, we have very little oil under this one. Next, I still want to continue the railroad deeper into the... or... well, okay, technically we are right in the middle of the Republic, but you know what I mean. I still want to continue the railroad. So, I will level this out a little bit more. And let's try to create a junction, at least on this side. Although the junction can be a little bit further down, that's going to be fine as well. In fact, yeah. Let me see. If we want to go hook up to this one. Well, I think we can do this relatively easily. All we need to do is, well, do this basically. Just carve out a ramp like this. And that will do the job. And here as well, on the other side. There we go. How is the actual elevation change? I just want to make sure that we are maintaining the relative ramp. So from here, let's just put down the measuring. So let's say 700 meters and 26 meters of elevation change. That's a little bit too much. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's going to be way too steep. Obviously, it is completely cosmetic. This will work just fine, but you know, for me, I would like it to be a little bit less steep than this. Maybe we can go further this way and just make a small curve this way. I think that will work a bit better. What if we do this? So start measuring this way. That's going to be 1 kilometer and 32 meters. Still a little bit too much. What if we level this all the way down? Yeah, 26 meters. I think that is a little bit more acceptable. So yeah, I think I will aim for this spot for the crossing across this hill. Still a little bit too steep, but you know what? In these circumstances, I think I will be a bit more lenient. So let's finalize this one, and from here we can easily hook into this one. All we need to do is basically branch off and make our way into the station. So tell you what, let's create a nice gentle turn out of this place. I basically want to lay down the railroad first before I start dealing with the actual pump jacks. I want to make sure that we have, you know, some idea of where the actual rails will be. We can place the rails, basically the railroad will not impact the oil extraction because the pump jacks will have more than enough coverage to take care of any overlaps. So there we go. Let's just create a nice gentle way out. Do we want to hook up all 4 platforms? Maybe we might as well. You know what? This is aligned with the grid, so might as well make this one aligned as well. Let's just have... yeah, this one will do. No. There we go. And let's just do... should we make it a little bit less, more like this? Yeah, this is a station area, so let's just do it like this. Okay, that was a little bit more convoluted than I would like, but I think we got there in the end. Basically, the junction will start here and end here. I think that's going to be acceptable. Okay, let's finalize. There we go, thank you autosave, and yeah, that will do quite nicely. Okay, and at this station I still want to have a bit of extra storage because the station itself will not be able to hold any oil. And I think I would like to have some buffers. So for that, liquids, and now, which one should we build? Ideally, we should build these big guys, obviously. We can squeeze in 4 of them apparently because we have 4 ins and 4 outs. Yeah, let's go for it. So out is going to be that. Maybe a little bit more like here-ish. I would like to have nice orderly pipes as well. But fine. Maybe let's place down the roads first. That might help. Yeah, I suppose this will do. Yeah, I think this one looks nice. Okay. Now, about the actual pump jacks, I think I will wait for the next episode to do that one, because that is going to be a big one, because we need to, you know, place down the pump jacks and then merge them together with, you know, pumps and stuff like that. So that's going to be a bit much, and oh geez, we are way over time on the recording. Thankfully, there will be plenty of time lapses in this one, so I am not too worried about the length of the episode in terms of being too long. It might still end up being a little bit too short, who knows. So yeah, at least we have some starting point for the oil extraction. Okay then, anything else we want to do? Not really. I will quickly take care of the loans. Let me see. Yeah, let's just go for 890. I really wish that we could input them manually, but we cannot. We need to fiddle with this slider. That's fine. 5 years, borrow the money and repay the old one. Thank you, that will do. At least for the time being. I will take out the full loan once we are, you know, able to build the oil extraction and we have a clean way to the border as well. At that point we should be able to outpace the loans basically. And let's take a look at the demographics. I don't think we made too much progress. I believe we started at the start of winter and we are only in April, so yeah, in terms of time we didn't do much, but the main attraction was the railroad and the research, I suppose. So anyways, let's take a look at the entirety of this year. Demographics looks good. We are going up. We still have room in the town because we have no young adults living at home. Happiness. You know what? 68% is acceptable. Given the quality of the housing, I think this is pretty okay. Health. Yeah. Hovering, we are on level, so it's fine. And loyalty is now 40%. I will try to remember to test out this loyalty, because I think I would like to start. In fact, I will preemptively set the universities to be 40% only for the teachers. I think that's going to be acceptable. Yeah. Okay then, can I check where we have empty housing? Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we have plenty. 3 here, 26 there. 121 in this one. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of space for more young adults. So all these babies that are being born now will have somewhere to live at least. So it's fine. Okay then. We have plenty of room for more crops, so I don't think we will see too many crops rotting on the fields from now on. We still might see some, but not a lot. And ooh, nice. The railroad is coming along quite nicely. Tell you what. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very long time before we can do this with trains. At the start, we will have to do this with trucks, unfortunately. Not ideal, but could be worse. What I think I will do is basically load up on the crude oil here and bring it to the more populated areas. And I think we will process it maybe somewhere here. I think that's going to be fine. Ooh, and the concrete factory is finished. Good. I will wait until this whole place is built. So yeah, since building this railroad is going to be extremely long anyways, we might as well focus on this area for rail construction. So I will not pause this one, but it is going to be low priority. There we go. So we will finish everything before we move on to this one. At least theoretically. Let's just check. We do have everything assigned that we can, right? So assign. Oh, this place, build it. And this one as well, and this one definitely. All these, please build it. Yeah, I will not build this one yet. It leads nowhere, so there's no point. Finish this one, please. And yeah, you can do this one as well. That's fine. Okay, then basically finish everything until this point, and then we can move on to this very, very long project. Okay, well, I think all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.